everyone, it's Erica from Bravo Migration here. Putting some time aside to have a chat to you, a video chat, when it comes to talk about your age and the age limits of the migration programs in Australia. So we have the skilled migration program, under which there are general skilled migration visas, subclass 189, 190, and 491. And we have the employer migration visas under the same program. And those employer visas include subclass 482 TSS, the sponsorship visa, it's a temporary visa, the temporary regional sponsorship visa, subclass 494, and the permanent visa 186 employer nomination scheme. Now, as a whole, the skilled migration program has an age limit for those candidates applying for visas. You shouldn't be older than 44. If you turn 45, you're out of the eligibility. So when we're talking about GSM visas, general skilled migration visas, there are no exceptions. If you're waiting for an invitation, if your expression of interest is within Skill Select and you're haven't been invited and your birthday comes up and you turn 45, unfortunately, the day that you turn 45, you're gonna get an email, an automated email from Skill Select saying, unfortunately, your EOI has been discontinued, you turn 45, you're not eligible anymore. There are no exceptions. And if you get in touch with us saying, I'm 46 and I'm a graphic designer, we're gonna come back to you and say, sorry, we can't help you if you're looking for GSM points tested permanent visas. Now, the employer visas, if we look at the temporary 482 visa, there are no age limits when it comes to that visa. However, if you're over 45, you're not going to be able to progress to a permanent employer visa 186. Only under very limited circumstances, you're able to progress from the 482 to the 186 permanent visa. Those very limited circumstances are prescribed in a legal instrument where there's a few types of people who could apply for an age exception when applying for the permanent visa. And that's doctors, academic workers, researchers, professors, scientists, certain New Zealand citizens, and people who are sponsored for at least 3 years on a 482 visa, earning what we call the Fair Work High Income Threshold salary. So people earning that changes every financial year, but at the moment, that salary package is $160,000 a year. So you see people only in certain occupations earning that much. So if you are aged 45 and you want to apply for a permanent visa, your chances are very small in getting a permanent visa. The regional sponsorship visa 494 also, even though it's a temporary visa, also has an age limit. If you are 45 or older, you can't apply, but those same exceptions I just described for the 186 visa, they mostly apply for the 494 visa as well. But again, please don't count on that. Those exceptions are for very few cases. So if you're over 45, your chances with the general skilled migration program when it comes for a permanent visa are very small. Now we have the investor visa program and the global talent visa where the maximum age is 55. Now these visas have not so much to do with your nominated occupation as the skilled migration program does, but more to do with your achievements as an investor or a business owner or as a professional of certain areas. So these visas are not for everyone. The investor visa program looks at people who want to and can invest from $1 million to $5 million, roughly, just giving you a general idea, and who also have a history of being professional investors or business owners in some cases. In other cases, if there's the significant investor visa, you don't need to have been an investor in the past, but that requires $5 million investment. Now, the global talent visa also has a maximum of 55, but as I said, this visa is not for everyone. We get a lot of inquiries for this visa because we have done a lot of work with this visa and have been very successful. The majority, I would say 98% of our clients who we put cases forward and asked for an invitation, an endorsement for them to be considered global talents, they have been invited. But a lot of people contact us and they say, I'm an IT professional, I'm a graphic designer, and I want to apply for the global talent visa. First, we need to see if your area of, where you work and where you've done things is within the target sectors. Sometimes people think it is, but it's not. And even if it is, having an occupation, having experience in that target sector is not enough. You must have had some sort of distinction globally, so we can say, okay, Department of Home Affairs, this person is special because of, and go there. So that's also a visa that you can apply up until you're 55. But as you saw, it's not a simple visa to apply for. So the message today is, if you are 45 or older, probably you should forget about the skilled migration program. If you think you have a chance with the investor or the global talent visa program, the age there is 55. But again, those visas are not for everyone. So be very careful if you're over 45 in starting a plan to migrate to Australia, to get a permanent visa to Australia. We have content everywhere talking about the age required for these visa programs, but we still keep getting inquiries from people who are over 45, sometimes 50, 60, and we then have to say, sorry guys, but you don't qualify. So read our content, watch our videos, get informed before you start a journey migrating to Australia. Temporary visas, if you want to come as a tourist, as a student, even working on a temporary sponsorship visa, there's no age limits. But then to progress onto a permanent visa, there'll be very, very few cases where it will be possible over 45. So thanks for watching. We hope this has been informative, and that's what we're here for, to inform you with the facts about migration to Australia. And then after consuming all the information we provide you, if then you believe we can help you find a visa pathway for you, we offer visa action plan consultations. And if you do qualify, we are able to prepare and lodge your applications and increase your chances of an approval. As I said, my name is Erica. I'm one of the directors and co-founders at Bravo Migration. Thanks for watching.